So it's kind of weird because I haven't been in this environment for quite a long time. I haven't spent a lot of time this summer in the Riverside environment. And if this is the first time you're coming to one of my readings, welcome. I'm Shasha Crow. This is Shasha Rishi, and let's consult the oracle. Hopefully the wind will not interrupt the audio too much. I'm finding it really difficult to get myself to sit down at a desk and record the readings, despite having created this beautiful ambience around the stuff that I've got on the desk. The true autumn has taken over and displayed itself. So although I'm not in a nicely ordered environment, I am in a beautiful natural environment. So Aquarius, you're the first air sign. I'm going to lay out your reading. You've got King of Wands in reverse as your center card. So I will work from your pile to lay the rest of your cards. Ooh. Nothing is straight or flat here, so things might be flying all over the place. Okay, we've got a lovely second card. Oh, here we go. And I'm going to keep these as brief as possible so that I can squeeze them all in before I completely lose the light. Let me know if you like these readings outside. What have we got for Aquarius? Underlying energy for Aquarius. Interesting. It's always interesting. I'm kind of hoping that my hair will protect my mic from getting too much of the wind noise. But we love a natural environment, right? I've just been at Water's Edge by the lake doing a lovely, lovely yoga and sound and song bath. And I just didn't want to go inside, you know? Ooh. Wow, here we go. It's all happening. Okay. The rest of that pile over here in case we need to clarify a little bit. So Aquarius, your first card is the Ten of Cups. So incorrect. Your first card was the King of Wands in reverse. The center of your reading is King of Wands in reverse. And for me, this is maybe a sense of you getting a little bit out of rhythm. Are you feeling that you're a little bit out of rhythm with yourself, with how you'd like things to go? Have things become a little bit disrupted? We are being crossed by the Ten of Cups here. So Aquarius, you're being, your syncopated rhythm, if we call it a syncopated rhythm, is being crossed by the Ten of Cups. So there is something around the rhythm changing for you that is a good thing. It's going to bring you to a greater sense of fulfillment. So that's a strong starting energy. We've got an overlying energy of, actually, let's go to the recent past energy first, because this you probably want to hear, and it may well resonate for you. If it does, great, like this is your reading. If not, possibly this is not your reading and you can flick off and go somewhere else. But you're always welcome back. So the Tower energy is in your recent past. You have had some kind of dramatic change, or you've, dramatically overhauled yourself or the way that you're doing things, but something has shifted, something has changed in a way that is kind of irrevocable. It's significant, basically. And then let's do the overlying energy now, so that what you know and what you're probably already aware of is this Two of Cups energy. So we are in Libra season, but this relationship energy, this energy of relating to others is very, very strong. And we've got this kind of unification, we've got this bonding. So maybe what's important to you right now is that your relationship with another or your relationship with others generally is under review. Maybe it's gone through a big change recently. Maybe you've had a breakup. Maybe you have realized that the way you're relating to others is not working for you, and that you need to look at it a different way. And then in the underlying energy, so the kind of subconscious, if you like, we've got the Page of Pentacles. And this is a fresh energy. It's almost, it feels like the energy of a seed underneath the surface of the soil, which is very now, because all the seeds are going to ground now when my mum's planting bulbs. It's this energy of this seed deep in the earth, underneath. You don't know it yet, but there is a new beginning, there's a new start, there's a new sense of maybe a new direction, maybe a new filter in of energy for your health, but also your finances and any resources that you have, being your energy, time, money, this sort of thing. So in the near future, we've got, maybe in the next few weeks, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is a card of learning and perfecting and, yeah, kind of honing a skill. Sometimes it's like a completed apprenticeship. And I love this version of the card because the butterfly is being painted. She's painting her own wings. So there's certainly a lot of choice in this card. She's deciding, if you can hear snorting, it's the horses in this field here. She's deciding how things are going to go. She wants, she wants to design her own wings. She wants to fly in her own way. She wants to be free. So she's creating these wings for herself. So in some way, you'll be setting yourself up for the future that is to come, whilst reflecting at the moment on what is it that truly is going to make you happy in relationships, particularly like your fulfillment in relationships. Do you need to have a different style of relationship? Do you want to be with a different type of person? Do you need to be a different type of person? Are there parts of yourself you need to develop in order to get to that point where you want to get to? Okay, so the Self card is the Page of Cups in reverse. So I feel like at the moment you're wanting, let's just look at that in the upright position, you're wanting to, there's a part of yourself that this is the energy, it feels quite strong. You're wanting to embrace a part of yourself that maybe others have scorned or disapproved of or something like this. You're wanting to embrace another part of yourself. We are in shadow work right now, which is great. This is the right time to look at those little bits, maybe that little inner child and the way that the inner child wants to express itself, or your inner teen, right? Or your inner young adult, or, even just any part of yourself, regardless of age or gender, any relationship that you have within yourself with something, your creativity. You're just not really maybe 100% being honest with yourself about what's going to make you really happy. I think you're just trying to follow what other people have laid out for you. And that's not very Aquarian. Aquarius is all about breaking the mold. And we are in the last few weeks of Pluto in Capricorn. As I do this reading now, although this reading is timeless, you can watch it anytime it comes up, it's for you. If Pluto has already moved into Aquarius, then this resonates in a slightly different way, but even more so. You're the one breaking the molds. You're the one breaking the curses. You're the one building the new Earth community, right? Or at least that's the opportunity that you have. And that's a strong energy in your chart if you have a sun, moon, or rising in Aquarius. In the environment card, we have the Seven of Pentacles. I think you've been a little bit over analytical about your path and how it's going. I think you can afford to be a bit less picky. Yes, look back, take stock at what's been happening, at the ways you've been going. You have already made some changes, so maybe just check in and make sure that you are going forward in accordance with the new plan and the new intentions that you have for yourself. But definitely it's a vibe of don't get yourself stuck in over-analysis. In our hopes and fears section here, we have the Empress in reverse. So there's this there's this great strength of creativity that's available to you. And that's the hope that you have. And if you have that hope, it's a thing, it's a real thing. You are that strength, you are that creativity, you are that productive element or that productive archetype. But in reverse, the fear is, because hopes and fears, we can take it either way up. Hopes and fears. Fear is, well, I'm not creative enough for this. You know, I'm not strong enough for this, because the Empress is a very strong archetype. I'm not grown up enough for this, right? Well, you are grown up enough for this. This is what you've been working towards. And the risk in the outcome, and don't worry because this is all changeable and we'll pull a couple of more cards on this. The risk in the outcome is that you feel like you don't have what you need or what you want, but really help is just a step away. Yeah, you've caged yourself. There's a little bit of overthinking. There's a little bit of glass half empty. I'll have to be honest, glass half empty thinking here. So let's see how we can overcome that. Definitely want to pull a couple more cards from your section on that, because I divided it into 3 for the air signs. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So you might feel a bit down on your luck. But what's the outcome of the outcome? That's what I want to know. And how do we flip the Wheel of Fortune the other way? We've got another reverse card. We've got the Emperor in reverse. Can you see that all the elements are here? We've got the Emperor and the Empress. We've got the boundaries and structure around the Empress to keep her safe so that she can produce exactly what she wants to produce. But also we have Empress in reverse, meaning this kind of energy of let's turn things on their head. Let's not do the structure. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe that's that 5 of Pentacles is you holding yourself to the structure that's been given to you, or that you feel, maybe you're just a little stuck in your ways and you feel you really ought to be fulfilling everything within that structure. Is it a family kind of structure, a relationship structure? There's definitely strong things about relationships coming through here if you're looking for a relationship reading. If we're looking for work, it might be that you need to look outside the box and start just remember the skills that you already have and start to perfect those. I had this recently. I haven't bought a lot of equipment for my sound baths. I've kept it fairly minimal, but recently I invested a little bit more because I was invited to come and do a sound and song bath, and I thought, I want this to be really good. I want this to be really nourishing for the people and for myself to have the variety that I want. So invest in what you're already creating. Don't feel you have to stick to a specific template, because you don't. And then we've got coming out of here 5 of Wands. For me, 5 of Wands in the upright position is about collaboration. When it's in reverse, it's more about competition. I think you just can reach out to others, work with them. And because Aquarius is like a big picture kind of sign very often, or energy, it can be more difficult to translate your vision into a way that works well with other people. Like, you can't be too dictatorial. There is a little bit of this push and pull here, where it looks like you're kind of the person controlling others, right? So I'd just be a little bit careful about that, because when you're bringing through a community energy, why would you not take into account the feelings and visions of others as well, and see where they meet? Where's the crossroads? Yeah. So we've got the Hierophant as your final card. The Hierophant is saying to me, use your wisdom that you've already accumulated in your quest to work with others. Where you're working with others has not been as fruitful as you would have liked it to have been, take your own advice, listen to the wisdom of others, and seek your deep inner wisdom. Not your opinion, but your inner wisdom. And all that learning that you've done, are you applying it? Say I'm a yoga teacher, so I would always go back to either Reiki principles or yogic principles. Just for today, I will not anger, or, non-harming, and sense withdrawal, and all of this type of stuff. So whatever your principles are, go back to those. Are you living them? In where you're finding challenge, are you actually living the principles that you claim to live by? So, Aquarius, I think that's actually a pretty cool reading. There is some hard personal work for you going forward in the next month or so, 6 weeks, but you are equal to the task, and it's very likely that that's going to happen because you're just about to launch into an era where we're no longer in Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn, we're Pluto in Aquarius, and so there is this strong transformation of that Aquarian archetype, which I think is really beautiful. So thank you so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, and follow me on social media if you would like to. It's Shasha, _crow on Instagram. That's the main place I am. I really don't go on Facebook very often. So if you want to send me a message, send it on Instagram, and I will see you next time.